Moo and good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Pinktron. I'm Steve Bryant, and I'm drinking a peppermint tea. I'm channeling Becca Kingdom of previous podcasts. With me tonight, I have the non-birthday man, John Keenan. John, what are you drinking?
Got a mango, orange, fizzy water for a nice Friday afternoon.
Sounds fresh,
Yeah,
refreshing.
it's
Uh,
nice.
al- Also with us, Steph Etienne. Steph, what have you got?
I've got Sprite and I already had some Fanta Lemon earlier today. So
Oh, good. Investors will be pleased to hear that.
yeah,
And also with me tonight, Chris Greenland. Chris, what are you drinking?
I've got the NA version of God, I wish Miller Lite made an NA version, but it's Athletic Light, which is essentially non-alc Miller Lite right now. Although I wish I were drinking something mango flavored. That is like my weak spot.
Hmm.
Anything mango is going in my face. So slightly jealous of you, John Keenan.
I can't think of a greasy link. Obviously, you need a non-alcoholic beer because you've been very athletic tonight, uh, Chris, doing HSRL, which is one lap of hilly. But it's a funky format, isn't it? So we've got an ITT, but with three ways to score points on it. So your GC time, your time up the com, and your time through the sprint. How did that work out for you, Chris?
Well, I wish I had tuned into this before doing the race because I had no idea that that was how this was being scored. So thank you, Steve. I will say very loose definition of the word athletic. Thank you for your faith in me. Um, I wrote it as a straight ITT. So instead of hammer the primes, which I guess is the way to do it, I was just hammering the hills. So anytime it went slightly uphill for any little bit, I kind of tried to make the socks and the wheel light up. So went hard up the KOM right out of the start and just kind of hung on after that. But it's nasty. It's the deepest I've gone in a little bit. I'm recovering from various things and have been very much in recovery mode. So it was nice to kind of let the legs loose for a little bit. Um,
So
but yeah,
it's a bit of an odd distance slash time, isn't it? Because it's what we were saying before, Steph, 9K, and about sort of 12 to 16 minutes. So it's not quite FTP. It's more than FTP, and you're kind of guessing a bit how much more. Did you have a target in mind, Chris?
no. But to be fair, I rarely do. Um, Kind of go on vibes. I just wanted to not quite sell out for the calm because obviously that's the the longest bit of uphill road on this comes right at the start. So wanted to gain as much time while still having something to hang on for the extra, we'll say, what, 7K after that by the time you get to the top, which is net downhill, obviously, after that with some little spiky bits. So, no real strategy, Steve, to answer your question.
yeah, and also for points, it's you get 50 points with 1 point between each for the hilly com and the sprint, and then 100 points with 2 points separating for your finish time. So it's a 50-50. Well, 50-50.
Fantastic. Well, good to know now. I don't think it would have changed. If anything, like I might have paid attention to the sprint segment more than I actually did, other than just kind of rolling through it. But yeah,
Yeah,
we're
it's hard to
Yeah,
think.
yeah. Yeah, probably you could maybe go a bit harder on the com, but
I couldn't have done anything more on the com. Like that was I circled that going into it, like leave most of my legs here.
Yeah, I think probably the
you
fastest way to do this as an ITT is to do the com as fast as you can.
Yeah,
yeah,
that'd be
you
because you
probably
can
do
see
that. And
all
you
all categories, right? So there are some fast people cutting the wind in front of you.
Well, I think draft will be off
Yeah,
for
the
it.
draft
So
will be off. Yeah.
Oh, the draft is off.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
because you're on a TT bike, or yeah, it's a question.
yeah,
Does everybody ride TT bikes?
Everybody I saw,
Yeah.
uh, unless it was a pen change. But yeah, draft is off. It's full conveyor belt system going. So
Okay.
you got
okay.
green
It's a
runners.
yeah, it's a conveyor belt, so you're with a couple of people near you, but not the mass start everybody out of the pen and figure out.
so kind of defer to your experience, Steph and Chris, with the Climbers Gambit style courses, but this feels like it's definitely TT bike. And it's I've just managed to make Zoom do a thumbs up. And probably disc for fastest overall time. But if you were going for fastest up the com, would you go for a lighter TT bike or would you go? I don't think road bike's going to make you any quicker up the com.
Yeah, I don't think so. And I mean, I guess you could kind of, well, no, there'd be no point in stopping on the uphill to do a bike change because that would scuttle your calm time. Um, it's really hard to get to a stop afterwards to switch back to a TT. There's that little ramp after the banner before you really begin the full calm descent, but I don't think that's effective.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think,
and
yeah,
I don't think you're gonna make it up 15 seconds on the car. Come with a road bike, and probably you lose more with a bike swap for some people.
yeah.
So I don't think it's
And you're just flying after you hit that calm the
yeah,
whole thing. It's I guess I got the fully upgraded Cadex at this point, so that seems like a no-brainer to me with the DT Swiss disc, but apparently a bunch of new wheels came out, and I don't know what's fastest anymore. I had to do two of those breakthrough um, workouts to get the fancy red ones that look like they've been dipped in lava one side, which apparently those are the fastest ones now. I don't know. I don't know what's going on in this video game.
I've got the rhinestone cowboy hat now, so I've got a new hat. That
I always thought that would look good on you, Steve.
that's the most excited I've been. I mean, not as good as it looked on Sean in his previous Facebook profile picture, but yeah. So, Steph, John, you thinking about taking part this weekend? I might try tomorrow evening. I might try Sunday.
I think I'm relegated to Sunday. Tomorrow I'm doing a big race that I got to rest up for.
Nice.
uh, have to see. It's still it's quite good weather outside today, so might be like Meyerline doing a longer ride. So I have to see if one of the days I can fit it in.
15 minutes. You can fit it in. Just
Yeah,
open up the legs and then get outside.
Well, yeah, even if it's just a warm up. I mean, it's get the points in if you can't make another weekend. So wait, it's 8 weeks each HSRL season, isn't it? And it's best 7 races count.
I think so. Yeah, best seven counts. Yeah,
Again, this is the only reason I joined today is so you folks could break this down for me. I don't know what's going on in HSRL. I just know it
Oh,
started. It started today. Obviously, I don't know the race formats or the schedule or any of this, so that is why I'm here.
so yeah, I believe it's best 7 out of 8, as Steph said, and the
yeah,
race schedule is on the Facebook page. I just can't find it right now for looking. So
yeah. Yeah, it's majority from now on are points races. Well, today was an ITT with the point segments, one scratch race, and combination of FTS, finishing points, FAL, and one of the later laps, potentially an FTS on a lap circuit thingy.
and you'll be excited for race 4, I think it is, Umezi Grit, which is the scratch race, Chris, because there is much opportunity for shenanigans on it. And as only vice president of Shenanigans, I should welcome the president of Shenanigans to the call. Craig Martin, good to see you today.
Hello. Sorry I'm late.
We'll start off with are you charged with a beverage? What are you drinking?
I am. I have a cross-country sniper.
And the bottle is the can even is almost in Pinktron brand colors there as well.
Yeah.
It's pretty close. We'll have to post a picture of this one.
Nice one. So let's move on to herd beginner racing. Steph, do you want to run us through what it is this week?
Yeah, it's on the going coastal route. It's a 19-kilometer route with a lead in. I think I haven't looked at it, but it's probably one lap for all categories, and it's essentially start at the desert pans. You do the desert up to LAX. They need a roundabout, and then you do the majority of the coastal roads, finishing up the second the coastal roads up to the bottom of the grade, and you finish at the Sasquatch sprint, which is the second sprint along the coast roads, slightly uphill. So pan flat for the first half, and then rolling to undulating along the coastal roads.
Nice and pan flat, best aero bike you've got, really, isn't it?
Yeah, the thing is, it's rolling, but it's maximum 4 or 5%. So yeah,
And I think
slippiest thing you
this
got.
takes up most of the nastier rollers as well. So it's a really good opportunity to practice
Yeah,
minimal effort, sit in the draft, no red areas you're going to get caught out.
and a slightly uphill sprint also to finish it off.
So yeah, that's beginner racing. We've actually got some news, as Steph wrote in the group before we started recording. We actually have news. New racing profile page on Zwift.com. I haven't looked at this bit. I have seen on Discord Tim talking about the eventual death of ZwiftPower.com. So I'm hoping in the corner I can put the two together. Steph, have you had a look at the page?
A bit, yeah. It's similar. Well, similar a bit to Zwift Power, maybe combination also because Tim Hansen is also the person behind Zwift Racing dot app with that. But it's essentially, yeah, your Zwift Power with your races, and we finally have somewhere outside of the Zwift Power extension app where you can see your score change happening, your actual score and your change between races for ZRS for people that the majority of those of the races are ZRS enabled. I don't because I do mainly ladder, but yeah, it's a start. I think, yeah, it's probably, as we discussed it many times before, the thing that is going to replace finally Zwift Power. But as Eric Lange mentioned, the Zwift Power in itself wasn't for race results was good, but especially with that. For people that use it to the Swift Power ZRS extension, which became a lot more than just giving your score, but it's an old dashboard. It's a bit more, but yeah, it's a neat start to see it becoming more focused and going into the Zwift.com website, as we all discussed many times before. Yeah.
So yeah, this is
Yeah,
if you
you
go
can.
into your profile on Zwift.com, there's a new tab called Racing. And yeah, it's pretty good. And in fact, it's retro. I don't know if it's retroactively applies, so I can see the Brask Cup 3/4 around Innsbruck Ring on the 4th of Feb 2020, which is the first race I ever did. And Interestingly, it doesn't seem to have recorded the distance or elevation of those rides, but
I noticed
yeah,
that.
it's captured some data. Um, so
Yeah, I think it's probably somewhere big data. Yeah, I'm apparently almost at 300 races.
Yeah, it looks good. I think what will be interesting, and I haven't read through the full Discord notes exchange, but this is the kind of the slow death knell of SwiftPower.com. It's interesting. I think there's lots of good stuff on here. The fact that it displays, as we said before, displays on Zwift is cool. If there's two ifs coming here, like if they get points racing, which were being as a carrots were being dangled, um, I suspect that will be implemented. If it's going to be implemented, it will be implemented for Northern Hemisphere autumn when everyone comes back. Um, that and if we get points based on terrain or race type, then this could be really, really cool. And
Yeah,
I could see this as the pathway to that, which is exciting.
yeah, we have to see because on the other front, Tim Manson, like I said, is also the creator of Zwift Racing app and the Velo ranking. He also created that was one score which adjusted based on terrain, which was linked to your, I think, uh, to your power metrics. But he also created a more in-depth thing as Velo 2, which is more so with all category like punch, attacker, and based on your power profile. So yeah, we have to see. I don't expect it going into that way, but it's a good start from Zwift to have it on the Zwift website. Have some historic and it goes all the way to your first race. It captures everything you need, that what race it was, the time, the distance, what you can see your power profile, your vitals, and like we discussed in the beginning when ZRS was enabled, you can finally have outside of this with Power ZRS extension a place where you can see neatly what your score is and how it changed over time.
I think for me, that's really, really highlighting the fact that my score hasn't changed. Like I haven't ridden a ZRS relevant race for like 3 months. So it's just my score is not changing. I think it just
Well,
highlights that.
yeah, for me it was like I said. I done I think three Swift Games races, and for me
Yeah.
it's the same. It's I do mainly ladder racing, so that's also not enabled. All our herd racing except HWR or beginner racing is otherwise enabled for the rest. Yeah,
Velo 2 is interesting because it almost correlates with what ZRS should be doing in the races that it's not tracking. Does that seem right? Maybe this is kind of running in the background and then they'll do like a Scooby Doo, remove the mask, and this will be ZRS.
Well, you're old and cynical, Chris. Like if I had a platform where I could test things out, and nobody would shout at me, and then I could deploy them onto the platform that was paying me to get that, I'd probably use that beta test or alpha test function.
Huh. Okay. All right. That's good. But we're not creating like HSRL, like Maryline did not set this up within Zwift on this page, right? It's all fully housed within Zwift Power at this point.
yeah, it's like we do in Swift Power. So we have to see whenever this becomes more viable and potentially eventually Swift Power gets deleted or something like that. So we have to see how the clubs can set up their races other than scratch races essentially. But that's
Viking funeral for Zwift Power. Just
Yeah,
light it on
but
fire,
yeah,
push it out to
I've
sea.
been on Zwift now for 3 years, so I've been a bit shorter than all of you guys, and this is the first big one of the big changes to Zwift in terms of racing, having a racing database outside of their experiment with the Z racing and the Zwift games classification. So yeah, we'll have to see how long it takes for them to send Swift power into Vikings funeral and
So so excited to kill this thing off.
But they've got bigger fish to fry. We've got to go over level 100. So
Yeah,
Well,
rowing.
and
You know
also,
what? No, in their defense, I think a lot more people care about level 101 than care about race.
yes,
how many people care about level 101? It's yeah.
There seems to be a lot of them.
Yeah,
Maybe
no.
they're just very vocal. I don't know, but
well, I was going to say
yeah,
we're also in a niche, right, in Zwift Power because like if you look at if you jumped onto Zwift and did a race, it would most of them now are in Zwift Racing Score, and you look at the Tinies, you look at the Zwift Racing stuff. It's all being done with Zwift Racing Score. Have you seen an interesting segue? Have you seen the 4 new races that or race types that Zwift are doing?
No?
no.
So this was, let me try and find, I think it was in an email, which is very 2004. 4 ways to race this May. 4x4 brings
Oh.
together 4 ways to race: Z Racing, Crit, Epic, and TT. So yeah, they've got Z Racing, so that's just short, structured races. Crit, which is the super short full gas stuff. You've got Epic races, which were a couple of hours, quite long, sort of 50, 60 Ks when I had a look at them, and then sort of TT Club. So yeah, those are their 4 race formats. So interesting, they're putting different styles of racing in, try and get people doing different things. I wasn't tempted by the um, what's it called, the epic race format, mostly because there was nobody in my category entered as well. So
Oh, that's a long, lonely ride if you don't have company.
yeah, um, so I mean, I would have won and come last. So. Always interesting to see. John, you teased the next bit of news, which was level 100 hasn't been enabled. If anyone's been in game, people who have got beyond level 100 and are on the accelerated pathway get a little orange chevron pipe, dash bit on their name on the right hand side when they're riding. I just find this so funny to talk
is
about. So Zwift has had to award accelerated leveling to people who are already over a level 100 because we don't want to just put them at the level that they should be at, but recognize that they have some experience that allows them to level up 4 times quicker, I believe. But they still get to experience leveling up. So yes, this is. I don't know, like suddenly being told you're in a 50-year marriage, but you get to have some of the sex that you would have had in that time. I don't know. It seems futile.
Um, yeah, I think I get why Zwift have done it because it's not that rewarding to suddenly be level
go
200
from yeah
as
go from
opposed to
one
getting those 100 level ups. So, yeah.
The trade-off is they don't get a new pair of gloves or a hat or new
Yeah.
socks, right?
Well, they get to
Yep.
experience that 4 times quicker than you would, John.
Yes.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, I can see everyone's
uh,
excited for that.
and it's basically uh, unlimited levels because it's certain XP per level between level 100 and 200 to 200 and 300 and 300 plus. We'll
Well, I
see.
think they found there was a problem because somebody has managed to get to level 400 or something quite quickly, and I saw something on one of the exchanges in the comments somewhere, one of the people that's forever on Zwift talking about this, and then it might be on Facebook, decided it was something I no longer care
We
about. Um,
we we yeah, see it here. It's on that article. Apparently, Tim Searle is at from a picture at level 400 already.
right, Steph, you've got 3 minutes to tell us about Zwift and Rouvy because I think you're the only person that cares about this one. But some people that listen
Yeah.
might. And then we'll be back from around the horn after a seamless edit.
Yeah, in quick succession, Rouvy is another different platform, more realistic capture video with AR, and apparently Zwift has acquired it. It's not a full merger, so it's the two companies stay separate with separate subs and a separate roadmap. So you have to have two subscriptions, which I have 2 yearly subscriptions, but there isn't at the moment not changing much from what I hear. The only thing is that now for Rouvy, the Swift hardware is officially supported. So I was already able to write with my Swift Ride virtual shift in Rouvy, but I think that's because Rouvy had reverse engineered all the Swift hardware, but now that's supported. Yeah, people are maybe up and odds, the thinking, they acquired and slowly kill Rouvy or whatever. But yeah, we have to see.
Is there any other like features on Ruby that could be pulled over in the back? Like did they do the Magic Roads upload that like Zwift could borrow that? And
It's mainly realistic ride. It's
yeah,
not a continuous ride. It's just one ride. The only thing that people were maybe mentioning is that Rouvy has family and friends packs, so or you can have a pack with a couple of people, have a subscription, so it's cheaper that way. If you have your whole family have do rides on Zwift or Rouvy, they can have it for, I don't know, a sub of let's say let's say 30 bucks per month instead of the single 20 bucks per month, and the whole family, and you have multiple people that can use that subscription. So that would be potentially an idea, since they now work for the same it's not the same company, but they work together with more, but I don't know. The
how's
racing scene, it's pretty much not. It's a very smaller base, and all races are scratch races, multi-start. Yeah, so
is
and
there
it's
like
kind of
is there a good like workout program library or training plan?
yeah. They have workout plans as well, workout library as well. So, and I think probably you can import things. Yeah.
I think what would be interesting, and I have no idea, their systems probably won't support it at all, but if they did the climb portals and instead of just going up psychedelic colored tarmac, they could drop in an actual realistic version of whatever the regatta.
That is basically what Rouvy have. They have multiple routes, just all the famous mountain passes, calls from the tour. So you can
Yeah.
do an Alpe d'Huez ride with, and you see the realistic road and the realistic gradients. That's a bit.
Yeah.
Well, that was a seamless transition to Brent Robinson entering the room. Brent, welcome. And what are you drinking tonight?
Oh, I have a water bottle. Does this
We were
make a
gonna.
noise if I?
Oh yeah,
That's pretty
yeah.
good.
Craig is holding up his beer to the camera for the benefit of you, Brent, there to show off the Pinktron colouring again.
I saw it. I like
Um,
it.
so we were going to introduce a new segment, which is Brent's views on the news. So Brent, are you excited about being level 101?
I am. I guess is excited. Like it was good. I was riding the other day, and my little like confetti sparkles went off, and but I didn't see my little chevron check mark yet, so I'll be excited for that. I actually think the most interesting will be to see how many other people are like actually level 100. I always wonder about like the distribution in Zwift. Like I feel like the distribution in Zwift keeps like going up in the experience. Do you know what I mean? Like that kind of bell curve of like experience just keeps shifting to the right because there's like these like group
Mm.
of hardcore Zwift people that just keep doing it a lot, and sort of the new people come and go, but this kind of one hardcore group just keeps going along. So anyway, that'll be kind of interesting to see like how many people out there are also like 100, 200, et cetera, et cetera.
So my completely unmathematical screenshot from earlier, 50% of riders on screen in the ride I was doing earlier had the chevron of level 100, but that was on James Bailey's ride with James and friends. So I think there's a lot of people who turn up and do that every day.
Mm.
They target the Zwift special routes that give you extra XP when those are on. So
Oh,
it's probably a very quick way to level up doing those rides.
yeah.
I
Did you guys
wonder if,
go ahead, Steph?
yeah, I was wondering if they, because it's basically now limited, if they're gonna do like outside of the chevrons, double or triple chevrons, if you hit 200, 300, whatever, special chevrons.
Well, I don't. Apparently, it's not actually potentially maybe fully unlimited. I don't know if you guys saw, but Tim Surley posted the other day that his accelerated XP is expected to level 400, but then I think Eric Schlonga did the math, and he's like, it should be like level 471. So I think they're cutting you off. It's like apparently it's not fully unlimited. You could hit level 400, and that's the new cap actually.
It does
So,
look like the new cap is 400, not infinite. So yes.
but
I
I
mean,
can't.
this is like the Marvel Cinematic Universe, isn't it? Where everyone's become far too overpowered, and they're just going to have to destroy a load of things and melt
It,
everyone back down again. So
I'm feeling back to the days playing WoW when after a few expansions they had to do a stat squish because the numbers became too big.
Anyway, yeah. So level 101's good. Zwift acquired Rouvy. I never used Rouvy. I will probably still never use Rouvy. So okay. I mean, I don't know. I haven't read all the Zwift Insider or not Zwift
Yeah.
Insider, but
Uh,
DC
uh, uh,
Rainmaker business armchair
uh,
stuff yet. But
Yeah, like we discussed, there's not much different. If they would introduce some kind of subscription for both, that would be the interesting thing in the long run. That you potentially people can use both apps, but so far it doesn't change much outside of, like I mentioned, Swift officially supporting and Rouvy getting official support for Swift hardware. So, but
yeah, I mean, I guess it'll be interesting to see what it means. I mean, it's probably bad for consumers, right? Less competition is probably not good, but if they if it lets them have better development resources because either they can squeeze the market or they, acquired a bunch of talented developers or something. I mean, that's potentially good. Otherwise, I imagine it'll be the same.
yeah,
Zwift,
and
the little dude platform, the racing score thing. I mean, looks like pretty Zwift power, I guess. I do like that it shows your racing score change in the right hand column. That's a nice upgrade, I guess,
yeah,
if you have to use racing score.
yeah.
But
That's the only difference from Philo, which I talk about the difference from the Swift Racing app overview view where you don't have that change, but yeah, you can see how much by simple calculation how much you've risen between Velo and Velo is everything is all races on here, like we discussed before. For
but
some
now
people, you yeah, go ahead, Brent.
is the I'm sorry if I missed this, but are the points race results in the Zwift racing results platform? Okay, so I went and checked like an HSRO race from last summer. It would be wrong.
Yep.
Ah, I thought
Yep.
maybe we
Okay.
were one more step.
Didn't think about it. It's gonna put it on where you finished as a scratch race and not as a points race. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, that's derpy. Well, we're supposed to be. Sorry, are we allowed to talk about like the stuff that came out of like the Zwift live thing or Rooney, whatever that was? Remember
I
what
don't
was
know.
what was the thing in Mallorca called? I can't remember. Zwift Community Live. Remember
Community live, yeah.
there was like some things that came out about that about points racing. I don't know if we can talk about that or not, but
Uh, I mean, they've said they want to support points racing on platform in the future, but not yet.
yeah. So I when just in the 15 seconds I was sitting, I was like, oh, if they're replacing Zwift Power stuff and they're putting it into in Zwift stuff, that would be a step to implementing points racing in game. But no, no, all they've done is taken our race results and put them in a pretty wrapper, as near as I can tell.
Well, and they've made them wrong.
And made
They've
them
taken
wrong.
the race results that were right and made them wrong.
Ah,
Good, good
I was
job, good effort,
optimistic.
Zwift.
I was
It's like
optimistically
every.
hoping that they're using Velo as the test platform, and they'll just lift and ship that in time. Just
It's
have
like
your pretty wrapper, have your level 101. Will you not be distracted by your baubles, and let us get on with things in peace and quiet, Brent?
it is essentially like every IT or upgrade. You get one step forward and two or three steps backwards.
That'll be a user issue. That's always the
We are
IT
now
issue.
17 steps backwards, but
Yeah. You're just using it wrong, Craig.
you're right.
Oh, dear.
All
So
of the use cases I have for Zwift Power are wrong. Doesn't matter that I use them.
Oh dear, we were talking
Well,
about rowing, and John saying that rowing apps making you the basically things move towards you, which is not what you expect when you row. This seems like the latest iteration of Zwift will make things go away from you in a way that doesn't happen when you ride the bike.
Just confuses you more after you get off the bike where you're already having trouble doing math. Yeah, just what you want.
well, and like
Um,
I don't organize like races every week and month like I did when I was peak Zwifting, but I just finished coming off No Spring Chickens, and let me tell you, after that experience and the like delays of the updates to knowing what's going on, they can kill that thing with fire any day now
Yep.
because it was
Mm.
painful. There's really like three buttons you got to click. I think I'm clicking them. I thought I clicked them all. Then I come back like 3 hours later, nothing's changed because like you definitely can't tell if it's happened in like a minute. Like it's like anything else in the universe. You click, it updates. It's like, no, it goes into a magic hole in the ground and some indeterminate time in the future things update. And so you have to like wait. And I don't know, life is busy and complicated. I don't have time to like sit and wait 15 minutes for the thing to update. So I come back like hours later, it's not done. It's like, well, what button didn't I click? I gotta go click some more buttons and wait another
I
six
don't know if Brent's
hours.
more annoyed about this or by the perennial lack of Swift Play controllers, but we
Well, my wife did get a pair imported from WTRL as Zwift plays, but I still can't get a Zwift ride. I don't even think WTRL got those.
So quickly, let's go around the horn then. If we're designing this perfect race scoring system, what we're going to do, Craig, you were pretty vocal when we suggested this in the break.
It's just Velo. Not that Velo is perfect, but it's maintained. It's adapting
it's
quickly when problems are observed, and it does a pretty
it's
good job of moving scores in the right direction, at least.
yeah,
And
and it's
that's
creating
yeah.
and it's creating new things like we discussed before where we're talking. It's since ZRS has started, Tim has created outside Velo, now Velo 2, and is still updating Velo 1, adjusting Velo 1, and helped with all the Switch stuff. So
I haven't
yeah,
looked at Velo 2. I feel
my say is also Velo 2 looking at it because yeah, I use ladder, so it's I'm tied to that system. But yeah, looking at how the Velo 2 is really interesting. Looking at going from Velo 1 to Velo 2, and
Yeah, I
uh,
haven't used Velo 2. I'd be interested in how any race system puts you in a category where you are going to feel like you can be competitive below the top category where you're just going to do what you can do, right? So I think it's actually a bit of an edge case, this, I guess, that like if you were doing a race up the Alp, different people will be competitive in that to if you're doing a flat race that has a load of sprints in it. So do you have the option to put a flat race that has a load of sprints in it, put people up a category because if they're really strong in that, but put them down a category for a mountainous route? That would be interesting to think about how that happens. I don't know if it's
yeah,
feasible. I don't know how it would work. I don't know.
yeah.
Part of the reality is that kind of people's bands are actually you're going to be sort of near the front in a sprinty one. You're not going to be miles off the back if it's a sprinty one if you get the bands right and to get enough people in. I don't know.
From what I understand in how it works, Velo 2, because you have factors like sprint, punch, climb, time trial, speed, pursuit, and endurance, and it's probably looking at how the course is, the profile, and then well, this percentage would be influenced by sprint, pursuit, and scores it some way that way. I think I don't know how they would do it, but it would be interesting to see how Velo, because it also does a prediction how well you would predict in certain based on the course profile on your attributes or your factors, how it would predict your score to be.
John, Chris, Brent, what about you guys?
I'm uninformed. I would have to defer to people who understand this better because I'm not. Yeah, I'm looking at Velo 2 and okay, yeah, I have different scores for different types of races, but how much is that a type and just like how I did in that particular race? I don't know.
I wish we could have like a social score too, like totally decoupled from your performance to be like, okay, who are people who are friendly in the chat? Like get scored that way,
Yeah,
social metrics.
yeah.
Um, like your Zwift EQ score, that would be cool. Weed
I would
out some of
only want to do
the
the races where everyone was a zero.
full troll
And then
mode.
go on Discord with the herd people.
Right.
Yeah.
Mostly because I feel shame. It's like I can barely hold on to my bike and turn my pedals. How are you chatting right now? It's like,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
just out for an easy Sunday ride. Rides 5.7 up the Alp. It's like, get bent.
Yeah.
I think back to Becca and Tim during Herdwinter racing
Yeah, exactly.
as they chatted while we barely tried to hang on.
I would want I just want it to be like a little more like score whatever. I just want to like sign up for a race, get put in a pen with, let's say, 10 to like 30, maybe 40 other people who they're all like relatively competitive against. Like I don't even care what my score says. Like just I show
Yeah.
up, everybody knows what the game is, and we're all doing it, and we're all close. That's all I want.
Yeah. Actually, that's a good point. And I think that's where
Yeah,
this focus on, monthly or league standings and having to have hard categories is really kind of hurting the experience.
Yeah, like I like it's we're in Ecro and I've only done like a couple races because I've been busy, but like you have the CD window and stuff, but everybody starts at the same time. Like, why does it matter? Like me and Terry LeDuc are 2 points across this line. Why are we not racing against each other? It makes that's and there's only like a dozen people on either side of that. 25 of us all, I get the guys at the top into one of those groups and the guys at the bottom into the other one, but
Yeah.
like so there doesn't need to be like these lines. Like it just needs to be a little more fluid, I
Yeah.
think.
I just raced ladder for that reason.
Yeah.
But yeah, the adaptive classification.
Yeah, and maybe your score can like adjust
or
and like
matchmaking.
maybe there's like
Adaptive
a website
matchmaking.
and it shows all that stuff. But when I sign up for the race, I don't, you know what I mean? Like if I signed up for an
Yeah.
eCrow race and I'm in an eCrow race, here's 25 guys, people who are give or take going to be around you as you do this race. Awesome. That'll motivate me to keep going hard. And then like if a little ranking score, you get points or dollars for the rest of the series. You figure all that stuff out. But no, all I want when I sign up to a race is a sort of medium-sized critical mass of people that motivate me to pedal harder and try to go with them.
And I think the key thing there is the stitching multiple races out together to figure that out later. Like most people aren't jumping on Zwift every day, 21 days in a row to ride to know how they've turned up at the end of those 21 days. They jump on to do a race because they want to do a race today, and that's that done, isn't it? Kind of. We even see it with H Sorrel. Not that many people complete the league. Like it's. Brent has just sent. I think it isn't John's birthday today, so we are not. I did suggest we'd sing "Happy Birthday," but John has admitted he is
It's
has
his Facebook.
false Facebook birthday. I think it's for a reasons of evading Donald Trump or something, but it's
Okay. Well, I didn't want to say anything or wreck the podcast or whatever.
It was wrecked long ago, Brent.
Well,
Oh dear, I think that brings us to a natural conclusion. So I'm going to say thank you to Greg Martin, thank you to John Keane, and thank you, Stef Etienne, thank you, Chris Green, and thank you, Brent Robinson, and thank you, everyone who stuck with us today. Moo and good night.
The Pink Tron podcast is a production of the Herd Racing League. All nonsense is our own. Thank you to Gavin Ions for the theme music. Moo and ride on.